my channel here on another episode on Britt Amber's World. As you all can tell, I have a special guest here with me today who is my lovely boyfriend, Andrew. I'm gonna have him introduce himself.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Andrew. It's a pleasure to be on the channel tonight. A little nervous because I've never done this, but I'm looking forward to it.
So today we are going to be doing the Q&A boyfriend-girlfriend tag. This way you all can know a little bit more about us and how we met. The first question is, when and where did we meet? We met at a job interview. Andrew had just moved here from San Diego. All of a sudden, I didn't even notice him at the beginning. I was, young. I was 20 years old, just trying to get a job.
She noticed me.
I was just trying to get a job. Second interview, as we both got hired, he introduced himself to me. We started talking a little bit more. He had told me that he had just moved here. From there, we didn't switch numbers.
Well, like she said, I had just moved here from San Diego. I was looking for work, and I ended up being called by this company to go to a group interview of like 15 people, right?
Yeah, it was a big group interview.
It was a big, huge group. Long story short, walking the interview, of course, there's 15 people. And I'm on one side of the table, and then this really pretty girl was almost towards the end of the table on the other side. So, of course, me being me, I made the interview about myself. I ended up started asking the questions, so I made sure I got around to her. That's where we met.
Yeah, that's where we met. It kind of changed a little bit, the story, just because somehow he met my mom.
I didn't somehow meet your mom. It was destiny. I
guess it was destiny. I guess you can say that, yeah.
Yeah, it was destiny, I guess. Should I tell
Yeah, you can tell because you
Well, this is what happened. So, Brittany and I went to the interview. 15 people. We ended up getting a second interview. And in the second interview, I started talking to her a little more, but Brittany being Brittany, very shy and timid, she didn't say much. So I figured, I'm like, maybe she's not interested in me. I was trying to talk to the pretty girl. Anyways, we ended up parting ways, and we both got the job, but we were placed in different spots. About a week into the job, my manager calls and says, Andrew, can you cover for somebody out in Simi Valley? So I had to go to a well-known wholesaler. It's a big store. I think you guys know what it's called. I don't want to use
We're not going to use any names.
We don't want to use names. So I went out there, and I was standing there doing the whole sales thing, and about 3 hours into the job, this lady comes in walking really hard and charged, and she was looking directly at me and walking towards me. So I stood up straight, and I was being a gentleman, and I introduced myself because I thought she was like the manager. So ended up being a Brittany's mom. Long story short, she tells me, hey, you're Andrew. I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, I didn't know how she knew my name. Yeah, she starts talking about how her daughter Brittany was talking about me, and she's a talker, she's a fast talker, so cutting her off was impossible. She tells me how her daughter's talking about me. I end up saying, sorry ma'am, I don't know who that is. I've met a lot of Brittany's in my life.
Shows me a picture, and that's where it hit me.
I'm like, whoa, that's the pretty girl at the interview.
Then he realized who I was.
This whole time while the mom's telling me that her daughter's talking about me, any guy would be like, whoa, wow, the mom's telling me this and she's giving me her info, so that means she's okay with me reaching out to her. A month passed, ended up reaching out to her on Twitter, YouTube actually, because Brittany was singing, which she still does.
I still sing, which you guys will be seeing some covers coming soon.
I left comments on her YouTube channel, said, hey, you should cover these songs, and she wrote back, and she was just being nice, because the music I listened to, nothing compared to what she likes.
Way different.
Grew up emo. What happened is I wrote you wrote me back, and then
yeah, he wrote me, and he gave me a couple compliments, and being me, I just said thank you so much, and he let me know exactly who he was. I remembered that he was the guy from the interview. From there, we just exchanged numbers. We continued to talk. Somehow, one date led to another date, and kept going.
Well, not really, guys. Let me give them more detail. What happened is that she wrote me back, and we started exchanging words, and finally, like, I grew the nerve to be like, all right, hey, well, we should hang out sometime. I figured that, not to sound creepy, I would just give her my address through the YouTube message. Since I was new to the area, I said, you know what, she knows I just got here, I'll just give her my address and say, look, this is where I live. If you live around here, we can meet around here, wherever, if you know this area. It worked. Reverse psychology works, guys. All you 12-year-old boys out there in middle school that want to get that girl's attention, start doing reverse psychology on them, and it works.
Yeah, no, it does, because here I am. I put it in my MapQuest on my iPhone. You were only like 2 minutes away, which was crazy.
Ended up living around the block from her. Crazy, right?
The way everything happened was just insane. You never hear about those stories every day. No one ever thinks that when they're going to a job interview that you're going to meet your partner. I think that's pretty cool.
Especially like just being one of the interviewees, not being a manager there. I would get it if you were the one interviewing people, but I was just an employee.
Yeah, and surprisingly, we both got hired.
Said a lot about both of us, you know? Kind of meant to be yourselves. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
So that's how we met, guys. That's how we met.
Yes, and now next question. How long have we been together?
We've been together for 4 years now.
When did we make it official?
January 15th. Do you want to tell them how we made it official?
I know a lot of girls out there, Disneyland is like the one place, the happiest place on earth. He had asked me if I was a Disney girl. Do I like to go to Disneyland? I told him I used to go when I was a little girl all the time with my mom and my sister. He asked me on a date to go to Disneyland. I thought it was really awesome because I had just known this guy, the way I met him, crazy. But he was very nice. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it. I'll go on this date with him to Disneyland.
You're the second person I met here, so.
Yeah, he was new here and I wanted to meet new friends as well. We ended up going to Disneyland together. We spent the whole day there. So much fun.
Didn't hold her hand.
Didn't hold hands, nothing. It was completely just friends, but I would say it was a date. I mean, you probably won't say it's a date, but I think it was a date, right?
Well, actually, it was a date, of course.
We never called it a date, but it was a date.
Well, I mean, technically, in respect to what I'm about to say, it was like a date. Because we had a great time. We were out and about Disneyland. She loved it. She was happy. Towards the end of the day, like literally, it was funny because we were getting ready to leave, but I wanted to kind of break. My feet were hurting, so I was like, "Hey, let's sit down. Like, my feet hurt. Let's rest our feet." We ended up sitting right in front of the castle. I did not notice what was about to happen. I was really nervous because I was just sitting right next to her, and I just knew I had to get it off my chest. I told her, like, indirectly again, I said...
Yeah, he sat me down.
I asked, like, so are we official? The funny thing is that she stared at me and she said, yeah. And then she stopped herself and said, wait, hold on. Official? What do you mean? I'm like, are you my girlfriend?
Yeah, That's it took a little while for me to take it all in. Everything happened really fast. I think later on the drive home is when I think we both realized that
that's when you asked me. I'm sorry.
That's when I asked you was in the car. But also that's when you and I actually realized that we were in front of the castle, which was crazy, right? Because we didn't realize that we were actually in front of the castle. Just sat down on the bench, didn't realize where we were, so focused on what we were talking about.
It was a beautiful moment.
Yes, it was very beautiful. I'll never forget it. Next question, when did you meet my parents? And when did I meet your parents?
Officially met your mom.
Like us being together, like official.
At your aunt's house or?
Honestly,
was it when she had the talk with me at Starbucks?
No.
I met your mom when you did the cover, the Say Something cover.
I'm not really too sure. I mean, because I can't even remember that far back.
Her mom was just always involved.
But my mom was always involved. There was a time that we met, all together. I don't remember where or when. I don't know.
I don't know. I met your mom. She was like the first person I officially talked to. With
your parents, I think it took about a year till I actually met his parents. The reason is because they're out in San Diego, so it's a far drive. He met my mom because my mom had to meet him to know who I was going out with. Yeah, I met them about like a year.
You met him a year later. Yeah.
A year later.
Actually, you met them during, I think, Christmas or like...
No, it was like around September.
I met her dad a year later too.
Met his siblings, everyone, and they're very sweet, very welcoming.
Likewise, her family's really cool.
I loved them right away. I mean, we share the same cultural background.
Your family's really nice. I mean,
yeah, my family.
I love
my family's like the same.
Like they're all really, really, really cool people.
When was our first kiss?
I'm getting nervous right now thinking about it. Our first kiss was in a backyard. I know it sounds funny, but
no, literally it was.
I'll tell them the story. I was renting a house with a bunch of friends from school when I was wrapping up my college degree here at CSUN. Renting this house out in Chatsworth, and you know, you can imagine having a girl over, a very pretty girl over, in a house with a bunch of guys, about 6 of us. Every time she came over, it was time to make fun of Andrew. Of course, her and I would chill in the back by the fire pit, and
where we were alone.
Yeah, alone, hanging out, whatever. That's where the magic happened.
There was a bonfire. It was in the winter time. It was actually romantic, I would say.
It was nice.
I think it was.
It was calm.
I felt sparks. Where was our first date? Do you remember where our first date was?
Which cafe do you mean?
I know, we used to go to a lot of cafes.
No,
to the
I used to take her to cafes all the time.
I mean, it was I never used to go to cafes. That was never my thing. I was not a huge coffee drinker in general. My kind of cafe was just Starbucks, but his was more like Earth Cafe. Now it's like
but yeah, our first date. No, our first date. Yeah, it was. No, we went to the Grove.
We did go.
Yeah,
to the
we
Grove.
went to the Grove. That was our first date.
Yeah, it was during Christmas time.
No, it was. It was around Christmas time. It was in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
obviously there was lights and stuff. Who said I love you first?
I did. Yeah, I did. I was obsessed with her. She's beautiful. Look.
I'm gonna be honest. I was never in love before. I had never told anyone that I love them. For me, it was something big. But eventually I said I love you. I think it took me...
It took you a long time.
It took me a long time.
Yeah,
until,
took her like
because I didn't want to just
months.
say it just because. I wanted to say it because I actually felt it. Next question. Where was our first trip together?
Mexico.
We went to Cancun,
16,
September
yeah.
2016. We actually went for my birthday as well. My birthday's in September. We stayed out there for 7 days. We did a lot of sightseeing, a lot of relaxing. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a great time.
It was a great time.
You know what people do in Mexico on vacations, like.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
So
have
it was
a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, what was
Every
your favorite
day.
part about it?
I would say my favorite part was I got to experience for the first time in my life, because I had never traveled before, first time on a plane as well. I know it seems a little weird, but that was my first time. But being able to see clear water. I mean, over here you go in the ocean and the water is very dirty. Over there it was like going in a pool. There was white sand. It was just so beautiful.
It was nice.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go back.
We'll go back.
But there's many more places on my bucket list. If you could change anything about me, what would it be and why?
I mean, not to get too deep or too detailed. I mean, nothing really, other than like you telling me to take my shoes off. Like, I mean, I just kind of want to walk in, not take my shoes off.
I'm a
No,
clean freak.
nothing else. Like, you're a neat freak. Yeah, nothing.
If there's anything I can change about you, I don't know. I mean, for the most part, I think Andrew is very easygoing. There's really not a lot to complain about. Nothing really bothers him. What do you love most about your partner?
You're a sweetheart. You are. You're really, really sweet. You are. You're amazing. You're just a really sweet girl. She's really, really, really nice. Like, she's a big kid. It's awesome. She's amazing. That's what I love about her.
Aww.
She's just a sweetheart. What about me?
I'm gonna get there. What do you love most about your partner? Well, I would say I love that Andrew is very funny. He has a good sense of humor. He's very caring. I would say...
I thought we could only choose one. That's why I only said that you were amazing.
Well, you can say if you want to say more.
I'll say more.
But these are just the things that come to mind when I think of you. You're just very smart. I think that's what attracted me most to him, is that it may seem like he's a know-it-all, but he really knows it all. He's just really smart and intelligent, and that draws me to you.
Thank you. Other things about Brittany that I love, that drew me to her. She's very talented. She's a musician, as some of you know. She can rap. I mean, those are some of the funny things about her. No, you can rap. I try to rap, but I can't rap. She's really smart. She's an amazing individual. Those of you out there that get the chance to know her and spend time with her, like personally, you guys will see that. She's a very giving person. She's an angel and a gift.
Yeah, I just
there's no words to explain it. I mean, I
just-
can keep going if you guys want me to. Do you want me to keep going?
No.
Do you want me to make this a two-day video?
No.
I'm kidding.
Life is too short. I feel like you should enjoy every moment and treat others the best as possible. I mean, there's no reason to be a mean person, you know? So I try to be as sweet as possible and caring. Favorite colors. His favorite color is, I would say it's black and blue.
That's what I'm wearing right now.
And the reason is because that's literally all that he wears. Like, you will always see him, or white. Yeah, you'll see him in white, blue, or black. Those are his colors.
You love pink. It's a happy color.
I love it. I'm a girly girl, so.
Honestly, guys, look, for all of you out there, some of you that are fortunate enough to already know Britt personally, you've been over here, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you that we haven't met, maybe someday we'll invite you to our house, we don't know. You'll see what I mean by Brittany loving pink. And I'm not saying like that ugly, dirty pink, that ugly, like really, really like Like pink.
Like highlighter pink?
It's like, no, yeah, that
I would say.
She likes pink and she likes purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's like a happy color. It definitely describes me because I'm very girly. Everything I do is girly, right?
Very, yeah, which is good for me, you know, because I like girls.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna like this one. What would I eat every day if I could? I know exactly what you would eat every day if you could, and that's pizza.
I love pizza, guys.
Monday through Sunday, he would have pizza.
With soda.
So unhealthy, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. And
yeah.
Thanks to her, I'm putting a stop to that stuff because it's just not good for me.
Yeah, we're currently on a diet as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, so 50 pounds later, I found out.
So Monday will be 6 weeks that we completed.
Yeah.
And he's lost 12 pounds. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be in the front of a magazine or some like Facebook post. Like, man loses 50 pounds. Brittany's favorite dish is she loves chicken sandwiches. Yeah, very random. She loves salads. That's not random. It just seems like a Brittany thing. One thing that she loves that I hate when we go to restaurants, and because I love this thing too, but not what she uses. French fries with ranch. I know, guys, everybody likes ranch.
I am a ranch lover.
But if she can drink ranch as is, she probably would.
It's just like some people have like this thing with ketchup. They need to put ketchup on everything. Mine would be ranch. I rarely use ketchup. Chicken sandwiches are one of my favorites, and it was a little weird to him at the beginning when we would go to restaurants. I would do this weird thing, which I still do now. Grab my chicken sandwich and I hold it like this, get a butter knife and dip it into the ranch, and then pour it, you know, before I take each bite into my sandwich. To me, I love doing that. It's just a habit that I have. But definitely ranch and fries, I'm always craving that. But I just try to stay away from it.
But specifically sweet potato fries.
Since I met him, because he did, you know, make me try like newer things.
Yeah.
Now I just do sweet potato fries. They're a lot healthier.
Supposedly. But
yeah.
Anyway, she loves fries with ranch. Those are her favorite things.
Yes. Give me fries and ranch and I'm happy. Give you pizza and you're happy.
Yeah, if it was the end of the world and you know, it was gonna be the end in the next 2 days or something, I would just binge eat pizza and drink soda all the time.
Yeah.
And just watch TV.
Unfortunately, I'm not a soda drinker. When we were little, my siblings and I, my mom would never let us drink soda, so you'll always catch me drinking water.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people ask me how I keep my face so clear, you know, like
why she her face
looking,
is so perfect.
But it's because I drink a lot of water, so you have to stay hydrated. Definitely a pointer out there. So that wraps up this video.
For all you new viewers out there, make sure you subscribe to Britt Amber's video. She's gonna come out with a bunch of cool new things, so make sure you hit that like button and you subscribe.
Yes, please be sure to share, comment, and like this video. The description will be down below. Like I always say, I will be back with another episode here on
Britt Amber's World.
Buzzing.